Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am the Divine One and I'm bringing you yet another assortment. Stop the presses. Can I get back on the mic please? I know I've been very busy and have not been dropping videos as much as I would like as I've finally finished my dissertation, but you had to have known that I was going to be up here. You had to have known it. You had to have known that I was going to make time to discuss Shannon Sharpe, right? The Conetian, the captain of the Flower Rangers, the Mayonnaise Avenger, the Winter Soldier. How could you think I wouldn't drag Shannon?
My hairline is running away from my face.
Sharpe, I damn near dragged Tebow Rackens out of the casket 2 months ago. Be that as it may, y'all thought we were just gonna sit by while black men continue embarrassing themselves in the public eye after they fell out of favor with
The precious
white woman who has the face of a Grinch who stole Christmas and is trying to stuff 50 million of Shannon Sharpe's dollars into her Christmas stocking.
Becky is serious too. She about to take every last bit of who ham, who turkey, who gravy, who dinner rolls. She about to get all of that out of Shannon.
After he spent years getting his kink off, constantly being asked why he only dates white women and dragging black women. No way, no way. From Shannon Club Shay Sharpe's latest mess to the crew of Uncle Tom's in suits, we're about to put the whole ultra side black male kinks out of their misery. I have to say this, it's the coonery for me. First your Lil White, then Tebow Rackens on Uncle Snoop Doggy Dogg, 50 Cent, and now Shannon not so damn sharp. Black men in the US have been disappointingly whitewashed. A complete letdown. In fact, when I die, I want all my pallbearers to be black men so they can let me down one last time. Anywho, you know the routine because a lot of you have been here for a long minute, okay? But hold up, where's my wine? You're not new to this, so let's stay true to this. We have some TikToks and there will be commentary at the end. Let's go.
It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that are really stepped, but it's not enough.
Hey, my daughter's a budget. You got a budget. I don't get whatever you do after that.
What number? I mean, I don't want to be in your business, but what number you said?
30,000.
Okay. So you can have a wedding with 30,000?
I don't know what you can have. I ain't the one getting married. I don't give a damn. Hey, they better go get one of them. Hey, y'all from the South, y'all know about that fried catfish and spaghetti plate. Hey, I know somebody hooked that thing right on up. What they charge by the plate? $10.50 a head. Spaghetti, fried catfish, a piece of cornbread, and a styrofoam cup of sweet tea. That's all you're getting. Man, I'm not finna go. Hey. Just because they so, oh hell no, man, I wish I might take that money and put a down payment on the house. Man, you crazy, Ocho. And I wish I might put all that money for my daughter just because I got it.
But you got me crying.
Somebody say, but oh, you will help me use fish and spaghetti at a wedding? Hell yeah. Huh? Yeah, talk about, dude asked, so are we getting our money back? If y'all get divorced, I'm gonna need a receipt. Hell nah, man, please. Man, they be doing too much, Ocho. Now, everybody. And what I'm just trying to figure out, chat, when do we get to this point where we just try to impress everything? Somebody had a wedding. Well, I gotta have a bigger wedding. I got the damn dress all the way. I mean, the train, man, you gotta have the train, have a flatbed bring the train in. Girl, I'm like, come on now. Y'all doing too much. Nah, hell no. Nah, man, I ain't finna do all that. But I tell them, hey, my kids ain't got no money. I don't know what y'all think.
Hell no. What you say? They need a flatbed for the train?
Yeah, I mean, because everybody think they're gonna have this be on the cover of People magazine with their wedding. So everybody got to go. I got to have this, and I got to rent this big ass building, and I got to have a photographer that's charging me $10,000 to take pictures. Man, you better get somebody with an iPhone to give you 10 looks for $500. Man, please.
Hell no. Oh,
Man,
shit.
please.
Hey. Okay. That was a good one, boy. You got my stomach hurting, boy.
Man, hey, Ocho, I'm telling you, man, spend all that money.
Got 30,000 in spaghetti. Hell no.
Yeah. I mean, now people want to have lobster and crab legs and you know, and ribeye. Come on now.
Have you been paying attention to what's going on with Shannon Sharpe?
That was interesting to watch. Yeah. That was interesting to watch.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
No, that's pretty crazy. Like,
have you seen like the texts and some of the voicemails?
Well, I heard the call.
So you heard where he said, "Big black man choking a little white woman in public"?
Wait, I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah.
That's a new one?
That's just a brand new mixtape just dropped this morning. That new Shannon Sharpe tape.
No, come on, bro.
Dude,
why they doing Shannon like that, man?
He did it to himself.
Bro, I'm going to play it for you.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
You know, my whole thing is like, listen, Shannon Sharpe, all whatever happened aside, I'm just a little disappointed that this 54-year-old man didn't think that a 19-year-old white girl was trying to set his up. What the f*** are you doing with a 19-year-old girl?
Well, listen, guys. At the end of the day, there's a lot of elder that's living their prime years with younger women.
100%.
Right. Let's just be honest. Men like younger women, right?
Yes.
Now, you go too far, then yeah, you went too far. But for the most part, I just feel like Shannon is getting set up.
I feel like he's getting set up too, but he walked right into the trap and was like, "I like it here." He's like, "Yeah."
I just find it wild how Shannon Sharpe can offer an OnlyFans model $10 million, but tell your daughter that her wedding has to be $30,000, and that's the budget. She cannot go over. If the food or whatever goes over, then she needs to cook chicken and spaghetti. Like, my thing is this, okay? It's one thing to not like your own race. It's one thing to not like your own kind. But to not like your own daughter over an OnlyFans model is crazier. To offer $10 million. I don't know if y'all hearing this right. $10 million. $10 million willingly offering. We're not talking about, oh, there was a contract. We're not talking about somebody forced you to do this. We're talking about you opened up your mouth and said, I offer you $10 million to not go file a lawsuit on behalf of my behavior. You're guilty. You're guilty. You're guilty. Like,
as a white girl who has dated black guys since the age of 15, I feel like you guys need my perspective on this Shannon Sharpe shit, because everything I'm seeing is like white women are fetishizing black men. Like the Shannon Sharpe sitch, like the girl said something about, "I want your black baby," right? I've had black men come to me and say, "I want you to have my black baby." Not, "I want you to have my baby." That's the acceptable response. No, "I want you to have my black baby." And I have had black men ask me to say very derogatory things in bed. Yeah. So part of it is not that white women are fetishizing black men. It's like the opposite. And I feel like this isn't being talked about, and I don't want to get any hate for this, guys, because this is my personal experience, but I've had more black men than not mention race in our relationship as like a king. I don't know. I don't even know if that's like the right way to describe it. But there are some black men in this world that I think like I don't know if they want to reenact. I don't know if it's like a power trip of like, I don't know.
We know what you're saying.
I just feel like that piece is important to this puzzle.
Yep. It's a thing. You know, the most innocent people on the face of this earth are children. Before they start to be impressed upon, before they become impressionable, all of that stuff. And that's why you say, you know, when you read the word, it says, you know, basically to raise up a child, you know, in the ways of God, and it'll never depart from it. And that is applicable to everything, meaning that it's amazing to hear this. And she's being very careful with her words so that she doesn't offend anybody, because we already know that people want to come for people that say something a certain way that they don't necessarily care for. Instead of taking the information and leveraging it, what they do is they get mad at it, they get bothered by it, and it starts to become a thing. But without that being said, it's amazing because when she's saying that this is a kink, this is a fetish, which I believe that it is, they had to learn that, because they never actually experienced it, right? They've never actually, nobody that is dating this woman, people that are alive today, did not experience slavery. It wasn't a thing that they actually experienced in their real life. So when you see somebody say, well, this is a kink or a fetish and they're trying to relive it, what are they trying to relive? Are they reliving something that was taught to them? Absolutely. It's something that was pressed upon them. And it's because we are such a race-based, tribal society, especially here in America. And I'm assuming that's everywhere across the globe. Everybody likes to separate themselves based off of identity. And so if that is being pressed upon you and taught to you, the only way that you can relive it, or the only reason that you would then start to make it a thing, is if it's something that you was taught, because you never actually experienced it yourself. So in the instance that a person then comes to her and say, hey, you know, I want you to have my black baby or something like that, it's because subconsciously they are communicating something that was already taught to them that they eventually embraced. That's not necessarily ideal for society, or it's not culturally appropriate for people to talk like that, right? And I don't believe that it's only one way. I know for a fact.
White women don't like us. They fetishize us. And she said, you better get used to me, because once you put that big black baby in me, you ain't never getting rid of me. Now, time out. Why does a 19-year-old snow bunny says she always wanted a black baby? I believe she was trying to sweet talk him into the pregnancy. I believe she was trying to sweet talk him into the pregnancy. They can't tell the difference between a white woman who favors you and a white woman who fetishizes you. OnlyFans model or not, she is a privileged white girl.
Justin Blue, and it seems like everybody's talking about Shannon Sharpe and that white girl filing a sexual assault lawsuit for $50 million. $50 million? $50 million? I ain't never seen a trauma worth $50 million. They ain't even offered nobody $50 million worth of reparations for slavery. I'm not here to divide or stir up racial debates, but the truth of history in the present is the truth of history in the present. And we often talk about the white man as if white women have historically sat back and been angels the whole time. Historically and today, white women's fake tears hold a lot of power. Not too long ago, we saw Jonathan Majors running full speed away from a white woman for his own safety on camera, and he still got found guilty. Brothers, I get it. They going to the gym now too. They eating rice and cabbage and cornbread now too. They got hips and curves now too. But you gotta understand something. The ugly truth is there's still a power imbalance every time you deal with a white woman. It's like being around a person with a gun. They may not choose to use it, but it's in your best interest to know that they can. And fellas, the street's dangerous. You take a risk anytime you deal with a new woman. In the hood, they set you up and rob you. In the suburbs, they set you up and rob you in court.
First up, Shannon Sharpe, NFL legend turned TV loudmouth country bumpkin trying to cosplay an intelligent masculine black man. Pause. When I say intelligent masculine black man, I know that we envision this, but this is what we get. But anywho, he is getting dragged today. Why? This man capped each of his daughter's wedding budget to $30,000. Yeah, $30,000 for each daughter's special day, with Unc joking they could serve spaghetti and fried fish to cut costs. But here's the kicker. The same Shannon Sharpe reportedly offered at least $10 million to silence a white woman accusing him of sexual assault. The very same woman who was demanding $50K per IHOP biscuit batter pancake flat ass cheeks. This does not compute. Sidebar. If I were his daughters, I have one word for them: conservatorship. This bedbug bragged about choking a small white woman during a kinky call. Somehow can't spare more than peanuts for his own black daughters. This double standard is bold. The Guardian confirms Sharpe stepped away from ESPN after a Las Vegas woman sued him for rape, seeking $50 million. His lawyer even said the accuser turned down a $10 million settlement offer. But for his daughters, just $30 grand each and disrespect on a please give me attention ass podcast. Of course, the fans are livid, and I must say the comment section of every T page was quite entertaining. So he hollers hashtag support black girls and then drop crumbs on the ones you fathered. It's giving pander bear. Sharpe claims he's devoting time to his family and responding to these false allegations. Well, we know he's not talking about spending time with his daughters, not after these revelations. You can't have it both ways. His own words and receipts are public, painting a damning picture. Seems the only thing bigger than the $10 million check is the gap between his wallet and his alleged love for his daughter. daughters. Now let's talk about Sharpe's other hobby, worshiping at the altar of whiteness. Remember when he basically threw black WNBA players under the bus to bow at Caitlin Clark's feet? Sharpe proudly tweeted he was defending Caitlin Clark, the white college phenom, while mostly ignoring black women ballers getting disrespected online.
Oh, Divine. So you mean he doesn't just reserve the disregard and disrespect to the black women in his family?
Hush, child. I'm getting to that. A black female fan called him out, saying he never stands up for other women in the WNBA. And Sharpe snapped back, "Why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Excuse me." This man straight up mocked the black woman's hair, basically a dog whistle diss about weaves. The internet was heated. That horsehair remark had folks accusing him of being anti-black and hating on black women, and rightfully so. That insult is as tired as his excuses or those extra small ass tracksuits. Dress your age, Shannon, not the age you're trying to be. And not to put too fine a point on it, but maybe if you have a hairline that is being pushed back to ancient Egypt, you might want to stray away from talking about other people's hair. But I digress. Here's the thing. This wasn't new for Shannon. In a resurfaced September 2024 clip, he clowned older black women on his Nightcap podcast, saying it's the older women trying to shame older men into picking them. Older women ain't the competition. It's them young ones. That'll do what you want. He literally praised younger women for being more compliant, then mocked independent older women, snarky. You the boss by yourself. Paging Tracy Ellis Ross. Tracy Ellis Ross might want to have a word or two here. Tracy Ellis Ross ain't by herself, but who's gonna tell Unc? In other words, older black women, you're too confident, and that's why we chase 20-somethings. Massaging the war much? But I also have to point out the girl, Gabby, is it, who he was trying to pay off with $10 million. $10 million doesn't sound too compliant to me, but she's 19, but has a face that says that she's about 119. Should we be surprised? As the Root pointed out, net citizens are raging over Sharpe's alleged race play fetish with his white 19-year-old pre-Karen accuser.
Wait a minute. Wait a whole damn minute, Divine. Race play? Now, Divine.
Ooh, child. You didn't know? Buckle up. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna break it down. Leaked texts show Sharpe and that white ex engaged in some seriously sick role play, kink play, race play. Allegedly, Sharpe was all in on the interracial kink. At one point, the ex tells him, "Put a big black baby in me." And he's caught on audio saying, "I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman." You heard that right, child. Shannon freak Nick Sharpe fetishizing a violent slave master fantasy, reinforcing the ugliest racial power imbalance for kinks. Bravo, Unc. You must be so proud. That's not the vibe our ancestors had in mind when they fought for our dignity. I'm pretty sure that's not the vibe that your grandmother instilled into you either.
Now it makes sense why he said, "The only time you'll catch me with a black woman is if I'm holding her ass for the police."
Drillificent. What do you mean by that?
Divine, it's obvious. What black woman gonna even entertain telling him to say his name, Toby? And Shannon's replies, Kunta Kinte. He only gonna feel sexually aroused if that interaction is with a white woman who looks like she is a cast extra on Little House on the Prairie.
Exactly. And then get this. He has the nerve and audacity to play the victimized black man card. After the lawsuit dropped, Sharpe tried to rally black folks around him, acting like he's under attack because he's a black man, complete in his Martin Luther King ass voice. No, Shannon, say it like you was talking with Becky. Use a slave play voice. Twitter dragged him. You can't do the black man angle when you're participating in race play. One user clapped back, and I absolutely agree.
Divine, I think it's time for a reality check.
You know, Drillificent, I think you're right. Let's read a bitch like a Scantron today. Go.
This California raisin face, Miss Netta's long-lost, less masculine ass twin, Nixdale, really thought he could literally, yes, a master, cosplay in the bedroom and then get sympathy from black people?
Shannon, you don't get to suddenly put on a dashiki, an afro comb, and pump a black power fist in the air and yell, "Protect black men," as a shield from consequences and accountability. Go.
Then you got played like Monopoly by an old Mary Jane rotten crotch, bargain basement, dingy, extra wide face, trailer park trash ass, struggle face, throwback, only 19 and already hit several walls ass OnlyFans model who really makes her income selling that moose pussy. Really? That's the best you could pull? A Becky who looks like a cast extra from Driving Miss Daisy?
I promise you, when other black men saw who was suing him for those $50 million, they were like, and another L. For the Black Red Pill podcasters, the only submission Becky Stein over here is worried about is which bank she's going to submit admit those $50 million to. Go.
Shannon danced with White She-Devil in private, and now he wants black solidarity and protection from the white man. In public, it don't work like that, fam. Shannon was in special ed classes when he was in high school, wasn't he? He had to have been a special needs student at some point, or do you suspect CTE?
He does seem like he's O.J. Simpson level slow, and you can't pay me not to believe that he's not ordering bales of cotton from Amazon by the truckload.
I bet he spent more on that cotton than he did his daughter's wedding.
On top of all of this, Sharpe stays caping for every white woman in sight. It's like a bad episode of Get Out meets Sunken Place podcast.
This Nick Cell is different.
And we don't care, because if he's looking for black people to march and run past play interference for him, he better get somebody else to do it.
But seriously, I'm just saying, where are the Beckys, the Snow Bunnies? Hell, where are the Desert Hair that prefer black men so much? Why are they never marching for their black kings? It's embarrassing.
But let's go back down memory lane. At his 2011 Hall of Fame induction, Shannon's voice cracked, his eyes welled up, and he told the world what many black grandsons feel but rarely say out loud. She gave me everything but life, when he paid tribute to his grandmother, Mary, who passed away weeks before he was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, who not only raised 9 of her own kids, then turned around and raised 3 more that weren't even hers, including little Shannon from just 3 months old. So, is this how you honor a woman who got both you and your brother Sterling, another Flower Ranger, the rearing to have legendary careers in the NFL, both of them inductees in the NFL Hall of Fame, race play, king play, worshiping white women, having children out of marriage, and prioritizing the financial needs of your only fan slave master over your own daughters? I wonder what his grandmother would think. Well, it looks like our time is up. I thank you for making the time to go through it to the end with me. Like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you.